Hi guys, I just wanted to talk this morning about why I go on social media like YouTube, TikTok. I am a little bit on Facebook, but and a little bit on Instagram. I tend not to post on them that often. I don't know why. I'm not a lover of Instagram myself, so I think that might be it. But I do have an Instagram account. Um, I don't know. I don't know. So why do I go on social media? And the reason is because I think it's very important. Well, at the beginning it was to be accountable to myself, and I kind of had no one that I would be accountable to because I think you need something that pressurizes you a little bit into attaining your, I wouldn't call it attaining your goals, but just keeps it real. You gotta, you know that you said on the YouTube video or whatever. No, funny, it was Instagram I started on, and it really, really helped, but it was on my own Instagram account. And then I made a Kate's Keto Instagram account, and for some reason didn't want to post on it. Um, I always feel like Instagram is a bit more fake. I don't know why. I think that's a wrong perception. I just always feel like it's a little bit fakey wakey, but I understand. And also the category of people that I was going towards, were they on Instagram? Probably, likely, probably. Yeah, I think with Instagram, if people feel you're in business, business, because I'm posting for myself. I think I felt that business pressure because I think if people think you're in business, you're not really going to get the interaction. I found I got way more interaction and way more followers on my own personal account when I was putting up the stuff at the beginning when I started on keto. About 6 days after starting on keto, I realized that I kind of had no one to watch me carefully. Was I doing what I was supposed to be doing, whatever. So I put it up on Instagram to try and kind of pressurize myself and also have a bit of fun doing it because when you're doing, let's see if I can get it up there on my phone. When you're doing something like the ketogenic diet, okay, it's really kind of exciting. The first few days you lose a bit of weight, whatever, and then all of a sudden you're kind of walking a lot, just a lot of it's to stay away. It wasn't really for the exercise part. It was just to stay away from the food, stay away from the kitchen because I had not yet taken a lot of stuff out of my kitchen. I had not yet put my good stuff in the fridge. It was still very lots of carbs around, lots of bread. The struggle was real. And I didn't really, it's not that I didn't really understand what I was doing. I had a concept of what I was doing, but it was like, it's to explain it to other people because to most people like myself when I started on keto, it's like, it's weird. It's a very extremist diet because you're cutting out carbs. And our entire food pyramid, our entire social life, um, our entire culture is the food pyramid based on the mainstay of our diet being grains, being carbs, being refined carbs particularly. So it was a big concept to get around. So I kind of wanted some way of recording it and also some way of being accountable, So like I started doing it on the Instagram, which I will find here now, on my own account. And then I started um, doing the YouTube videos because I started doing the YouTube videos, God, nearly a year. It's like 8 or 9 months later because I had done a couple of public speeches on Eventbrite about the ketogenic diet, and I found the response was fantastic. So I decided to put my Eventbrite up online and so that other people could watch it. Now it was a bit long, to be honest. Like I didn't really have any concept of how long you should have something on YouTube. So it was like it was an hour, I'd say, maybe more. So it's really too long for YouTube, like, although it got a good few views and everything, but I just think it was just a bit too, for me, it's a bit too long, unless I'm watching a movie. So I'm just scrolling through my Instagram here to see where I had. So this was a kind of accountability, and it really worked because I remember one day really particularly feeling like, oh my gosh, I hate this. I can't keep going. Oh, here's the first one. When was the first one I put up? Here we go. Oh, hang on, I got the sound there. So it says sugar, beer, bread, and a tearful face, like a crying face. And it was really weird because I could not stop listening. And I had the earbuds. Not these ones, I have these other ones. Get earbuds, guys. Get earbuds. And I would just plug them in. And for some reason, I got addicted to Louis Capaldi, and he so motivated me to keep going. At the beginning, I found it hard to put my own face on the videos. It was kind of embarrassing, and I felt like I felt a bit fat. I was 213 pounds when I started, and I know Louis Capaldi himself was a little bit overweight at the time, and I was like, it was almost ironic that he was on my mainly on my So as you can see, it was the songs I was listening to at the time that were kind of inspiring me. And as you can hear, there's kind of some sadness. Now it's a lot of rap. I'm listening to a lot of rap. Kendrick Lamar, very popular since the NFL. I actually started listening to him about 3 weeks before the NFL halftime show, and I was like, oh my God, I invented him. He's around for years, I know. But now he's in the mainstream. So I was doing these ones that were, as you can see, so I would come across this song, I was like, oh my God. So I put walking for weight loss. So I was getting a little bit more confident as I was going along. This is one of my groups. So this is all on Instagram. So whatever song was kind of, so this is, I had a McMuffin meal. So it's being accountable. So that was a one-off. I'll move on quickly from that one. Me after 20,000 steps. One of the few times that I did 20,000 steps. I got some very sarcastic comments on that one. Very sarcastic, like, oh, everybody has 20,000 steps every day. Like, well, not me. And this was my mood that day. I was like, so it was great, and eventually, a few months in, I maybe put my face in the video, and I did find it helped. And then I started on the YouTube, and like I said, I put up the Eventbrite one that I had given out a few times, and a good few people were interested in that. But it was too long. And then I was like starting to put up little bits and pieces and put up recipes that I was using on my YouTube. Let me see now if I can get a few of them up. Way back. And I did find it so helpful. So if it helps you, maybe set up an Instagram. I think Instagram is kind of the easiest one when you're walking along. Now I do TikToks as well. But I was putting up my food recipes. So this was one of the first food ones on. So he's doing this on YouTube. So I was kind of telling people what I was making at any. This is an omelette with rockets. I put arugula, rocket with everything. And I generally use apple cider vinegar, extra virgin olive oil. I'm actually going to make a video on what I eat every day. So it's a lot of salads, homemade hamburgers, like basically 18% fat free, and then eggs and all that kind of stuff. I don't eat carrots that often. Jeez, this is making me hungry. So this is like a metabolic meal. So this is one that's good for your gut microbiome. It has a lot of fiber. It has the fried mushrooms, fried garlic, fried tomatoes. So because I have such a varied, now this is one of the simpler meals, which is just boiled eggs. That is just a great. Now, I don't eat breakfast, but I do cook breakfast, and it's generally boiled eggs or fried eggs, fried in butter. I don't use seed oils. So yeah, everything is going great. I feel like I'm making progress. I'm not getting out walking as much as I'd like still, but I did get out yesterday for about 5,000 steps, 6,000 steps. I'm trying to increase and ramp it up. I am getting that very slow. But overall, very happy with things. And listen, keep going. Join me. Let's go. And just remember, I'm going to go do a blood test at the end of this, which is at the end of March. Maybe even I might do it at the end of February. Just remember, this is all about cleaning out your insides. Mentally, if you have any issues with your mental health, I would advise you to try keto. If you have any intestinal issues, try the ketogenic diet. Some people would say try carnivore, which is an extreme form of the ketogenic diet. Now, it doesn't really suit me, but I have heard about people who've done really well. Look up some carnivores. Dr. Ken Berry is very good on that one. He's become very carnivore. He started off keto and now he's very carnivore. Dr. Anthony Shafee, who I hate watching because he's so obsessively carnivore, does not eat any vegetables and whatever. And I'm like, this is so depressing. But has great results. And there's another girl on TikTok. I think she lives in New York. She does carnivore. She was a vegan for 7 years, had a lot of health problems, kind of fibromyalgia type stuff, whatever. And now she is healthy and she eats sticks of butter, sticks of Kerrygold over there in New York, which we can't afford here in Ireland. Although I did buy 2 pounds of Kerrygold, it is exceptional butter. It's very expensive, but it's exceptional butter. I did notice the difference because I usually buy the cheaper stuff, but honestly, it is magnificent. And I do have slabs of butter sometimes. And my insides are so healthy, as you can see from the glowing outside. Listen, guys, I'll see you soon. I'll talk to you again, and I will keep you updated on the weight loss protocol, which is going really well. I can even feel my stomach is much flatter. So we're going to keep going. Bye. Have a lovely day.